Days like today are so important for our movement because they give us a chance to come together and to see each other and to celebrate and to look at how far we've come, how many victories we've accomplished, to be proud, to be inspired. I am really blown away sometimes by how much this movement is accomplishing. And I feel very lucky to work at PETA because I feel like we get constant reminders of the progress that we're making. We're always hearing about, the biggest victories, but also, just getting emails from people saying that, they saw a video or someone handed them a leaflet and it changed their entire worldview. We have constant reminders of that. But so I think days like today are important because it's a chance for all of us to come and think about what we've done recently and since, the early days of the animal rights movement. If you look at just the past few years, some of the things we've accomplished, we've managed to get companies like Canada Goose and Montclair to go for free. And not to mention giant institution department stores like Neiman Marcus and Saks and Bloomingdale's and Macy's. And we've seen recently Egypt Air announced that they will no longer be shipping monkeys to be used in experiments. And Air France did the same. And those were a couple of the last remaining airlines who would even do that. So the vivisection industry, and it is an industry, don't let anyone tell you that it's not all about money, because that's what it's about. The vivisection industry is quickly losing options in terms of how they can drag monkeys from other countries and import them and use them here. We've seen so many of these victories, and always remember that these things are happening not because these giant companies, these institutions want to be nice. That's not why it's happening. It's happening because people's minds are changing and they are demanding change, and the reason these minds are changing is because of people like you who are willing to think for yourselves and to stand up and to go against the grain and to go against what we've all been told by society for our entire lives, and to say that animals are not ours, that speciesism is not acceptable, that it is never acceptable to use someone else's body without their permission to make money, to entertain ourselves, to wear, to eat. It is not acceptable. We have other options. And the reason you're here today is because you have been brave enough to take a stand. And I hope you all do take time, every day to think about the progress we're making and to celebrate and to be excited and to be inspired. And then let that progress set you on fire. Don't be satisfied. Don't be complacent. Let it spur you forward. Let it make you wake up every morning thinking about how we can keep pushing. Because none of this would have happened without people who were willing to talk about things that are uncomfortable, to talk about the fact that animals are raped in the animal agriculture industry every day, over and over, to produce the things that people eat that come from their bodies. To talk about the fact that there's no nice, humane, environmentally friendly way to rip off just a little bit of an animal's fur and stick it on a coat. To talk about the fact that actually, no, people who torture animals in laboratories are not philanthropists. They're not doing it for the betterment of humanity. They're doing it because there are billions of dollars involved in that industry. They're doing it out of greed. They're doing it out of complacency with what they've always done, even though there are better ways. All of the progress we've made has come from people who were not willing to sit with the status quo, as long as that status quo was cruel. And so again, let's celebrate today. Let's be so proud of everything that we have accomplished. And let's be inspired to keep on pushing until we force all of these industries to stop using and abusing animals for their purposes, because there's no need, there's no excuse, and we don't have to sit back and take it. Thank you all so much for everything you do. And thanks to everyone who organized this event today so that we could all come together. Thank you.